Hey everybody, we're just gonna get going. So SPY, we did get the 2-2 back up on the daily, but they sold the close. So they bought it up. Notice they sold down first, gap down, buy, right? Sold down, bought up. And the way you do that is if you're just trading the SPY, 2230, magnitudes to take this out, which takes the day hammer and force, and then boom, they take off. And it goes instantly because it was a simultaneous break. Did not get to trade much of that because you're watching other things, but 3-2-2 down. I mentioned we could short with a stop at the highs, and it did 2 down, 2 down, 1, 2 down, and tap the daily open. Did not make low day, but back into the 3, they pretty much did that for you. So you got to trade both ways today if you were a good gapper trader off the 60s. And now the question is, do they 2 up again tomorrow to keep doing this, to take these guys out? Or do they 2-2-2 and then really send them home? This is a fragile market tomorrow if we take out today's low. So if we do that 517.67, you got really big problems because notice they bought here and here. You'd take out 2 days worth of buyers in one go, and you'd have the weekly PMG. So if that happens, big problems. If it doesn't, recovery. And same would be said about the Qs here. You can see same gap down buy, same thing coming back in, slightly stronger. So we can identify a little bit of strength in the tech. If you go to IWM, gap down, buy. Total gapper stuff. So now it's a 3, like we always say with a 3. Do you stay out of that or do you come back through? Dow Jones, also a 3. So does that stay out or come back through? Weakest one we can still identify, still in force on the week at this point. So we'll see if that anything comes of that. Your daily try is going to look something like that. So can you get out of that? If we go to then what we talked about, energies, very, very nice. 2-2-2. Can you ask for any more than that? No. Inside year and up? Yeah. They're buying off the yearly. Yearly is in control. Anytime we're a 2 up day, the yearly is buying. So we don't want to get out because it could 2 up all year. And that's what that means. When you have a yearly signal, it could go 2 the whole entire year. It's probably not. You have triangle outs and corrective activity in there. But anytime the yearly is in force, all year, you can go after that all year. So we'll continue to do that. Oxy closes as an inside day, so we'll look for that tomorrow. It still has that yearly break and PMG back through previous range with the measured move back to like 108/ all-time highs. If we go to things like PSX from the Turnaround Tuesday vid, you'll see 2 up, 2 up, 2 up Momo, 2 up again. So they buy, come back for more. Go to the really strong ones, MPC, they're just getting, go to VL, and you can see when you're on the stuff they're actually buying, inside break and then still good. 2-2 against here, take your money. If you go to VLO, you'll see similar stuff. So the Rev Strat, boom, take your money right there. So we'll see if that keeps happening, but very good, very directional stuff. And the energies, it's still all a buy. We've known this since the beginning of last month. You don't need to hear me talk too much about it, but we can go to pretty much any energy and it's going to be doing that. So there's going to be some Momo hammers like PXD for tomorrow and inside bars like Oxy, but I'll let you guys do that yourself. Personally, I'm just going to hold on to the winners. If we go to the gold, GLD, oh yeah. Tuesday, boom. Hammer, nice. Comes back again. Boom. Bright green year, 1312 to the upside. Bright green week. And when we see a bright green month to start the month, that's the best thing you can see in the world because we got all month for that to keep going. Until this is a 2 down day, which it's nowhere near doing that tomorrow, that's still good. And you can see 2-2 reversal here, 2-2-2-2-2-2. It's very simple once you start seeing it. If we go to silver, same thing. It's just taking off. Did we talk about this in the macro vid? We did. Above last year's highs, yeah, you got the yearly going. And what took that up? The Momo Hammer quarter, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's already going, already gone. If we go to the miners with JNUG, corrective, and then 2 up, boom. What did they do? They took the quarter up. So anytime you have a 2 up day and a 2 up quarter, the day and quarter, those are in control. The quarter, you got all quarter. Until this day reverses, that's still happening. You hit the quarterly magnitude, but your magnitude of the try is to take out 51. So it's still so much range. Like we said, with the monthly reversal, you don't want to get out if it's not reversing. 2-2 month, last month, still good. If we go to GDX, same deal. Still good, still going. There's your hammer quarter. And if we go to the year, trying to take the year up above 3626 still. If we go to WPM from the miners, oh yeah, there's your Momo hammer on a Monday. Take it up Tuesday, keeps going Wednesday. Boom, inside month and up with the inside quarter. So you got multiple signals, the day, the month, the quarter, all going. And you're looking for that 2 up on the year to get you out of this try here. And if you can take out 53 and stay out, good things will happen. Kind of like when we talked about XOM about 5 weeks ago. You'll see this. You want to look for the broadening formation. Then you want to look to take it from one side to the other to trigger the highs of the broadening formation or the lows. And if it doesn't reverse, it gets bigger. Boom, right? Get out of the try, good things happen. So same thing will apply there. And in any try ever on any chart. So very good stuff. And we don't really have to talk about too much. Nothing's changing. The only other thing we could do is talk about the XLP / consumer discretionary / white girl stocks. So if we go to cost, that one had some profit taken today, down at exhaustion risk, making new lows on the daily. Still a 2-2 reversal month below 711. So we'll see if that changes anything. Everything quarter is still inside. Year is still 2 up. So we could see a triangle out and then all the way back through this previous range here, especially with inflation and all that stuff. If Costco just jacks their prices up a couple % at each store, their earnings can go flying. So we'll see if that's going to recover or if that stays down. We'll also see Monster. You'll see 131 and then puke on Monday, and then we pick that up. Boom, 2 down Tuesday. They came back to sell more, and then Wednesday they came back to sell more. And the 322 month below 57.53 still going. Very nice. And quarter 2-2 below 54.68. Notice how the magnitude, or 54.76. Notice how the magnitude of our setups is to trigger higher time frame participants. That's why we take our setups. The try would put you way down here at 47. So we'll continue to look for that. And if we go to Home Depot, still some issues there, just not having a good time. Lows. Momo Shooter to try and take the month down. Inside week is already in force. So you have a lot of evidence below 240.49 to see if that's going to keep puking with Home Depot and the rest of that stuff. If we go to the white girl stocks, we're going to see Lulu. They sold Monday, came back Tuesday on the gap down, sold more. 2 down again Wednesday. So is there a real seller in here? Yes. 3-2 month? Yes. 3-1-2 quarter? Yes. This thing's going to fall apart. So unless we see any big recovery back to 3.8588, that's a 3-2 month. Going to have some problems there. If we go to Nike, they sold Monday. Yes. Come back again, sell more. Okay. Again, Wednesday. That's a real seller in there. 2 down month, 2 down quarter. And then the year. Inside down below 8866. So we'd like to see that occur. If you're not short, wait for a triangle out. It'll come. Perfectly fine. Sometimes, yeah, they'll just drop off a cliff, but so be it. If you're looking to get short later in this week, look for 60s. Any 60 signal to reconfirm a bright red week or bright red month, you can do that. So we can also go to Starbucks. And this is my favorite one. 2-2 Monday, boom, comes back Tuesday, killed. Comes back Wednesday, killed again. And personally, I hate to say it, I shouldn't have. I know I shouldn't have because it wasn't a 2-up day. And I literally said it on stream. It's like, it's not a 2-2 reversal. It's just slightly green. I'm not closing. And I was looking at it. I was like, I kind of want the buying power for tomorrow. So just close, made 60% on monthlies, which were in the money at that point. And yeah, it kept puking off the inside 60 down, which I mentioned we could re-short. I just didn't have enough buying power to do it. So sadly, 3-1-2 quarter, inside year down. You got all quarter and all year. I'm going to try and get a new entry in there. I'll let you guys know when we see it. But that being said, Starbucks, Lulu, Nike, Ulta, we added a new white girl stock to the list. Boom, killed, right? And when a gap down sells, all you do is wait for corrective activity. So slight green 60, pokes 2 up. That's corrective. Whenever you're 2 up while everything else is 2 down, that's corrective there because you stop people out and people get long. The second this flips red, 450.78, you get short. 3-2 quarter, this is how you get in right there. And until that's coming back up there, you can stay short. How are you going to reverse this day? It's just not happening. 2-3 year takes you here, 371. So much range. White girl stocks getting killed. 3-2 on the quarter. Fun to say and fun to do. Let's just keep doing it. And if we go to then the last thing, Humana, healthcare's, you got an inside day, so a 2-1-2 continuation with the inside year down, bright red quarter and month down, magnitude's still down here on 207, $100 more into this 3. So we'll see if that keeps happening or if it tries to recover. In the XLVs, there's a 222 shotgun setting up with the month inside down in force. XBI, not so much. 2 down in green, so it didn't reverse, but we'll see if they come back and sell or go 2-2 tomorrow. Still could 3-2-2 and have problems. But XLV will have that set up for you. There were some nice trades in there today, like LLY. You can see off the 2-2, they just explode the first 60, stopping out anyone that stayed short on the 2 down day, and then they were done. Complete mother bar issues. There's a potential rev strat in the 60 here, but we didn't get anything out of that. And really just, we didn't spend much time on the healthcares today. And just being honest, what we did do was buy the chips, inside up QCOM on the daily here. You got the inside up QCOM simultaneous break with TSM Gapper, gap down buy, which gave us the initial hint because it went green and back into this 1, which is a potential 3. Boom, 3 on the 60, 3 on the day. And we also saw Marvel then also break the day and up, which did come back in. We mentioned we should exit on this 2230 here to just get out. And then we also saw MU off the inside day, boom, very nice move. And you'll see like this. Closes 372, your magnitude was 3.7. So can you make money doing that? You definitely can. You got a 3.230 to get that going if you missed the morning stuff. And you also had the 3.215 to do that. And then Sarah and Tom were sitting in the chat talking the fivers. They had the inside 5, the 222 shotgun 5, and then that was pretty much it. There's a 15er in there to take you to daily mag, and then that was it. That was all we expected. If you have winning positions, you can hold those because bright red or bright green month, bright green quarter, bright green day, all of that's going up still at this point, even though the market's a little lackluster. The last thing we can talk about here is Apple. We did see Elon start recovering a bit today. It sold off in the afternoon, but a 222 tomorrow, that could get some problems taking the quarter down 312. The other big names like Microsoft, also 222 tomorrow potentially, so that could potentially have some issues. We go to Meta. Very green still. And if we go to Amazon, we mentioned this one on the stream today, 222 shotgun. Notice these 2 bars go outside of that, creating the try. And the 2-2 here tells you should take this out, which they just ran out of time to do. And it looks like they're gapping up after hours. So we'll see if they can do that. But for the most part, those big 7 names did reverse back up. If they don't reverse down, then at this point, they're trending up. The only other thing I've got for you here is Intel off the 2-2 on a Tuesday list. Boom, 2-2. And you could stay short because that's the 2-2 reversal. The week at that point was still red. And then news, boom. And we talked about this morning. As far as when you're trading weeklies, if that's something you want to do, what you want to do is pick out your strikes based on intrinsic. So if the magnitude's to take this out for the 3-3 week, which we definitely told you if they did it once, they may do that again. 3, sell down, buy up. Guess what? Buy up, sell down. Boom, 3-3. If we go to then the puts, the 2-2 on Monday, what we can think is intrinsically we want to have money intrinsic with our options contract before 40.57. So we're going to want strikes above our target, our magnitude, where we expect prices to go, which it did. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the 43 put or the 42 put, because down here, the 42 put's worth $1.50 at 40.50. The 43 put's worth $2.50 intrinsic. So you can easily do the calculation and know how expensive are those options truly. So if you're looking at a 43 put for the weeklies on the turnaround Tuesday, those opened at $1.50. So if it goes, or actually, wait, that's the call. My bad. So you're going to see. So they open at 40 cents. So if it goes to 40.54 and the 43 puts trading 50 or 40 cents, those are going to be worth over $200 a piece, right? At magnitude with intrinsic value. And you'll see the 3-3 week. This works on options charts as well. Very beautifully. There's your try. Same deal. But intrinsic value, very important concept. If it's worth 40 cents at intrinsic value, it's worth over $2. That's going to be 5x. And it did that. So that's how we pick those out. There's a video I plan on remaking in the near future on that. But hopefully that makes sense if you're one of those guys looking at the Turnaround Tuesday picks and you're curious what you want to do there for the weeklies. But that's going to be about it. We're going to continue to buy the energies. We're going to buy the gold. And we'll keep an eye on the white girl stocks as well as that some of those healthcare names to see if we get the 222s back down. The last thing is cats from the industrials that we mentioned, the 322 fun to say, fun to do. They did blast off, didn't get to touch it, so be it. It'll happen. And the last thing is the weed stocks exploding. CGC 2-up week, Sandal 2-up week, ACB 2-up week, and they're 3-2 in everywhere. You got a lot of broad information stuff in there, but we'll keep an eye on those. That's a good intraday stuff to be trading because you can go and grab a 30 here, here, or here, and they all work very nicely. So that'll be about it. I'll see you guys in the next nightly vid, and I hope you guys are having a great trading week.